In this video, we continue with our lessons on division, and we'll be looking at dividing 3 digits by 1-digit numbers. It says here that in this lesson, we will be dividing 3-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers. But before we start to learn, I would like for you to try your hands on this. Pause the video and get these done. When you are through, come back and let's see how correct you will be. Pause the video now. Alright, you're welcome back. And how well did you do? Let's look at them together. 198 has been partitioned into 180, and that will be 18. 240 divided by 3, you can simply say 24 divided by 3, that is 8, then put 0, and that becomes 80. Then 60 times 3, you can say 6 times 3 is 18, then put the 0, that gives you 180. Did you get them correctly? Congratulations if you did. Let's learn. Now, this one says 480 divided by 4. One way we can do this is to use counters and place the counters on the place value grid. For us to use counters, we need to partition this number. And there's the place value grid that is saying we should partition it as 110s. For that reason, here will be our counters. It says 4 hundreds and then 8 ones, 8 tens rather. So we're going to pick the hundreds and arrange them in a 100 column, 1 on each row. Good. And then the tens, we arrange them on the tens column. Now, since we have 4 rows and then we have 4 tens, we're going to arrange them 2 on each row. There, and then there. Now, the thing is, if you look at each of the rows, the first row, for example, you have 102 tens, which is equal to 120. In the second and the third and fourth row, the same thing is applicable. 110, 102 tens, 102 tens, 102 tens, and that gives us 120. So what this means is that 480 divided by 4 equals to 120. Straightforward, isn't it? Let's go on. Here is another example. It says 316 divided by 4. You can use the partitioning method. To do this, we can partition this number into 2 parts as 300 and then 16. 316. Now the reason is because 300 is divisible by 4 and also 16 is divisible by 4 without remainders. So we are dividing by 4. 300 divided by 4 is 75. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So now we add the results, 75 plus 4, and that gives us 79. Therefore, 316 divided by 4 equals 79. Perfect. Here is another example, and I would like you to pause the video and try this one using the partitioning method. When you are through, come back and let's see how correct you will be. Pause the video now. Alright, you're welcome back. So how well did you do? Let's look at this together. We're going to partition this into 2 parts. But that is going to be a bit tricky, so we need to be careful. So first of all, let's write out 152. Now we are dividing by 8, and then as you know, 8 can divide into 8, 8 can divide into 16, 8 can divide into 24, 8 can divide into 32. Now since we have 152, if we take 32 away from it, we are left with 120. And luckily, 120 is also divisible by 8. Therefore, it's easier to partition it as 120 and 32. Good. So now we divide by 8. 120 divided by 8, that will give us 15. And then 32 divided by 8, that will give us 4. So now we add the results. 15 plus 4 is 19. And that is the answer to the question. 152 divided by 8 equals to 19. So did you get it correctly? Congratulations if you did get it correctly. Let's go on. So now we are going to apply short division to answering questions on division of 3-digit by 1-digit numbers. This one says divide 144 by 9. Again, here is our symbol, 144 and then 9. So what we are going to do, we're going to divide 14 by 9. Obviously that will be 1. Now if we take 9 away from 14, we're going to have 5. So we'll pick that 5 and move it to the right. Okay, so we've subtracted 9 from 14. There we have 5. So now we bring down that 4. That makes it 54. So we go ahead and divide 54 by 9. When we do that, we have 6. So here we say 16 is the answer. Therefore, 144 divided by 9 equals to 16. Because there's no remainder anymore. Let's look at another one. It says divide 120 by 8. How do we do this? We write the symbol again, 120 and then 8. So we divide from the left. 12 divided by 8 is 1. If we take 8 away from 12, that will give us 4. So we bring down that 0 to add to it, and that makes it 40. So now we divide 40 by 8. That gives us 5. As you can see there, nothing is remaining. Therefore, 120 divided by 8 is equal to 15. Good. Let's look at this one. 126 divided by 7. Again, we start from the left. 12 divided by 7 is 1. If we take 7 away from 12, we're left with 5. And there it is. So we bring down the 6. So that becomes 56. So 56 divided by 8. Divided by 7 is 8. As you can see, the 8 up there already. All right. There is no remainder because 7 times 8 is 56. So the answer is 18. 126 divided by 7 equals 18. Another example here says divide 108 by 6. There we go. 108 divided by 6. Again, we start from the left. 10 divided by 6 is 1. If we take 6 away from 10, we have 4. So now we're going to bring down that 8. So now we divide 48 by 6. And that gives us 8. Nothing is remaining. So we just go ahead and say our answer equals to 18. 108 divided by 6 is equal to 18. So you see, it's simple and it's straightforward. Let's take our final set of examples. 114 divided by 6. Here is our symbol again. We start from the left. 11 divided by 6 is 1. If you take 6 away from 11, you have 5. We bring down the 4. And then 54 divided by 6, that's 9. If you multiply 9 by 6, you have 54. So nothing is remaining, and the answer is the answer is 19. 114 divided by 6 equals to 19. Good. Then the final example. It says divide 119 by 7. So there we go. We divide 11 first of all by 7. That will give us 1. Good. If we subtract 7 from 11, we have 4. Now we bring down the 9. That makes it 49. Dividing 49 by 7, we have 7. Because 7 times 7 is 49. That is a 49. Subtracting, we have 0. Therefore, 119 divided by 7 is equal to 17. So do you understand all of these? Anyway, when you try your hands on simple exercise, we will know. Exercise says divide the following using long division. 238 divided by 2, 336 divided by 3. Pause the video and get these done. When you're through, come back. Let's see how correct you will be. Pause the video now. Alright, welcome back. So how well did you do? Let's look at them together. 238 divided by 2. The answer is 119. And then 336 divided by 3. The answer is 112. So did you get the questions correctly? Congratulations if you did, and that will be the end of this video. Till I see you in our next video on mathematics. For now, from me, it's bye-bye.